September Top 10. I thought this month I would bring it to you in video format rather than just a picture and links to what I am loving this month, just so that I can give you a bit of a description as to why I'm liking it, so that you get a little bit of an idea of how the product works and all of the rest of that stuff. So let's just jump right in here. This is in no particular order, most of it's makeup, so I'll just go item by item. The first item is this Benefit Boing Industrial Strength Concealer. Now, I have been wanting this for a really long time. I was sort of eyeing this off before I bought the Bobbi Brown corrector. The reason I went with the corrector was because when I actually went into Benefit, they gave me the Benefit Erase Paste, and while that's a really good concealer, it just wasn't enough for me. It didn't do what I wanted. If you've ever used it, it's a very, like, it's in a pot and it's like a liquidy consistency, whereas this is it's like the corrector where you rub your finger around and you get a little bit of the product on your finger, and then you just put it on the places that you need it. The only difference between this and the Bobbi Brown corrector is that the Bobbi Brown corrector has those reddy pinkish tones in it that that are used to correct the dark circles, and whereas this doesn't. But this, I find, is very light and brightening, which is really great for the under eye. Obviously has a lot more coverage than the corrector, because the Bobbi Brown corrector is used for just that, correcting your dark circles, not really for coverage. But this has the added benefit of coverage, which I've really been liking. So, really good one. Next up is the Body Shop bronzer in 01. This is a beautiful bronzer. I love it. I had been looking and looking for a matte bronzer, and this has just hit the nail on the head completely. And as you can see, it's got those the little like honeycomb shapes in there that sort of remind you of bees and honey. So this is beautiful. Perfect for contouring. That's what I use it for. I don't really use bronzer for any other reason, so that's why I like a matte bronzer rather than a shimmery bronzer, because if you use a shimmery bronzer to contour, you're sort of drawing attention to that place in your, like that section in your face that you want to sort of minimize. You want to, you want to draw it back. So yeah, loving this one. Really, really nice. Gives a beautiful sun-kissed look to your face. It's a really summery. It's just been putting me in the mood for summer. So moving right along to Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles. I am crazy about this product. I love it. Nothing brightens my under eyes like this. Now, this is in the shade Brightener. Yeah, Brightener Illuminator. I used to use the shade Fair, but when I ran out of my Fair one, I was looking everywhere for another fair one, but everywhere seemed to be sold out, so it must be a popular shade. And by accident one day, while I was in a rush at the chemist, I picked up the shade Light. When I put that under my eyes, because it was too dark for me, it just didn't really do me any favors, and it didn't really look very good. So, I mean, I could probably get away with using it as a concealer, but I think it's just too dark to wear underneath my eyes. And that's why I really like this one, because it's a brightener. I was a little bit skeptical, and I thought maybe it wasn't going to wear as well as the Fair one, and it wasn't going to have as much coverage. And I don't think it does have as much coverage as the Fair one for me, but it is a lot more brightening than the Fair one. And I'm really enjoying that look at the moment. The look of, like, you know, you've got that really illuminated section underneath your eyes, and it's just, it works really well with the Boing concealer because that's lighter as well. And then you put this on top, and it's just like bam, really bright. Not like to the extent where it's like, okay, you have white under eyes and the rest of your face is a completely darker shade, but just really brightening. Really, really loving that. Alright, next up is the Ulta 3 Volume and Length Mascara. Now, if you read my last Have It review, you know that I got this in a Have It bag, and I'm really loving it. It's really good. I have a lot of mascaras, and I tend to switch up what mascara I use on a different day, just depending on the mood I'm in and what I feel like wearing. But I've been reaching for this over and over and over again. And if you did read my review, you would have read about how it has a funny kind of wand. So I'll show you the wand here. Now, I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's kind of like curved, and it has really, really tiny little bristles that are further apart than I would think would be good for separating the lashes, but it really, really does that. It really separates every single lash and gets right in there, and it's really, really beautiful mascara. And I think now, looking at it really closely, I think it has some fibers in there, which I never sort of noticed before. And this is a bit of a new concept to me, all these fibers in mascaras, because another mascara that I use regularly is the Avon Winged Out mascara, and that has fibers in it as well. And I mean, I've never needed fibers to add that extra length or impact or anything like that, because I have fairly long eyelashes as it is. But I think that's what gives it that sort of volume look. But like I said, in my review, I don't really know if this gives you any extra volume. It doesn't feel like it gives you extra lashes. It doesn't feel like it gives you any extra anything really. It's definitely lengthening though and separating, and there is zero clumpiness, which I love because I hate clumpy eyelashes. I mean, some people like it, some people go for it, but I'm just not a fan. So next up is actually the lipstick I'm wearing at the moment, and I have just really been loving this lipstick as a transition into winter to spring. Because it's quite a vibrant and bold colour, but it's very, very light as well. It's the Revlon Colour Burst Matte Balm in the shade Unapologetic, and it is really nice. As you can see, it's a very bright colour on the lips, and that's just one coat. I'm sure if you wanted to brighten it up and make it even more of a statement and more bold, you could definitely go ahead and do that, and it would definitely get brighter and deeper at the same time. But it is beautiful, and it lasts a really long time, which I love, because it is actually, like, I'm pretty sure these aren't the stains, but it's just really nice. I love these Revlon Colour Burst lip stains, lip balms, all of that sort of stuff. I just think they're amazing. They're definitely my favorite kind of lipstick to wear. The shades are all beautiful, whether it's matte, gloss, satin, whatever, they're all beautiful. So next up is a brush. I don't often talk about brushes in my favorites, but I just really fallen back in love with this. It's the Real Techniques setting brush. Now, I love Real Techniques brushes. They are just amazing to me. I have a ton of them, and I just want more and more. I mean, until I get the whole kit and caboodle, I don't think I will be happy. So I love this brush, not for setting my concealer, but for applying my highlighter. And it's just small enough so that you don't go too overboard with your highlighter, which I think is really, really great. Any tool to kind of make the application easier is a big tick in my book. So yeah, absolutely really loving that. Yeah, it just really good brush. They're all really good brushes, so if you can get your hands on them, if you don't have them, I highly recommend them. They're just great. Next up is the La Roche-Posay Soothing Lotion. Now, if you read my post on toners, you know that I fell head over heels in love with this toner. It is just amazing. Now, this says it soothes, tones, and protects physiological pH. Basically, the gist of a toner is it balances your pH levels, whether you need it or not, because we don't use harsh cleansers anymore. But that's ultimately what they're there for. And also to correct any skin issues that you are having, like acne or dryness or anything like that. I find this one is completely not harsh. I mean, I have really, really dry skin, and I find toners really drying, but not this one. This one hydrates my skin. I have had less dryness, less dry flaky patchiness, and I'm just really sad that I'm nearly empty. So another one of these is definitely going to have to be on its way. Now, another thing I really love about this product is its scent. It's just really hard to explain. It kind of reminds me of like a men's aftershave that's kind of aquary, on the aquary watery scale. It's really nice, really, really nice. It's not an overpowering scent at all, but it's really lovely. I love that. Next up is the Clinique Repair Wear Laser Focused Wrinkle Correcting Eye Cream. Now, I am not a massive wearer of eye creams or anything like that. It's never been a massive part of my beauty regime. But in saying that, I have really been trying to wear eye cream lately, because I know that I will definitely eventually have to be wearing eye cream, and I think why not start now and make a habit of it rather than wait until I'm older and really need it, because, you know, best to prevent rather than try and correct. So I've been using this one. Now, it says it's wrinkle correcting. I wouldn't say that I have a lot of wrinkles in my eye area, but there's definitely a few. I'm noticing them more and more as time goes on. So I thought I would give this a go. And let me tell you, I've been using it every night, and it's really been making a difference. I mean, not massively, and no one else is going to notice it but myself. But just some of those fine lines that are develop around your eyes, they're going. And I'm shocked. Like, I thought it would be a hoax, but they definitely are going. So if you want a really good wrinkle correcting eye cream, I recommend this one by Clinique. It's done wonders for me. I really liked it. Next up is a little bit of a nail care item. It's this Manicare cuticle, I wouldn't say clipper, because it's not clipper. It's like a cuticle scraper. I know it's probably not its technical term, but yeah, it's sharp here and it's kind of forked. So you just put it against your nail after you've pushed back your cuticles and really nip off it's a cuticle nipper. Nip off the excess cuticle after you've pushed it back. I did not know whether it would be, I think you can see the fork a bit better like that. I did not know if I was going to like this. I thought definitely I was going to do some damage with this, but it's actually a lot easier to use than you would think. And I really do like it. My nails have never looked better, and once you get the correct cuticle care happening, I think that it really makes a difference to your nails, and it really has made a difference to my nails ever since I've been nipping off that excess part of my cuticle. So I mean, my nails were okay before, but they just seem to be. I really notice a difference now that I've been taking that little bit better care of them. So if you're in the market for one of these, or if you're skeptical about buying one, I say just jump right in. I loved it. I love it. I will never not use it now. And last but not least is a new perfume that I got a little while ago, but I can't seem to put down, and I just really love the scent of it because it's really, really beautiful for the warming weather. It's the Body Shop Shea Body Mist. I think it's it's the Shea Body Mist, and I love it. I thought when I was using the Shea Body Scrub, I was like, I've got to get something that smells like this because this is amazing. I just really love the smell of it. It's a really beautiful, light and fresh, but it's very feminine, but it's also got a hint, that little bit of a hint of a masculine scent in there as well, right at the end. But it's really, really good. A really, really good one for spring. Okay, so that brings us to the end. So let me know if you like this form of a top 10 better rather than the picture with the links. Either one works for me, so maybe I'll switch it up and do one like this, one like that, month to month, you know. We'll see, just, you know, whatever time permits. So I hope you liked it, and I hope this gave you a little bit of an idea of things that you might like to try or get your hands on. And anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye guys.